Yeah, it was getting back into the swing of things. I've been out for a couple weeks, so I was getting back to it. So yeah, I was a little winded out there.
You put a couple moves on out there.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
feel like yourself?
um, not 100%, but it's getting back to where it needs to be.
What was your teammates' reaction? I saw you guys over there talking afterwards and stuff.
They're just happy for me, happy to be. I'm happy to be back out there with them. You know, I mean, I've been out there on the sidelines, but being on the field is different. It's a different feeling. So I'm excited to be back out there. They're excited for me, and it was a good feeling.
Watching Day Day and Shedrow do their thing over the first 5 weeks, do you feel like you can kind of jump in and contribute and kind of get on board with that too?
Oh, most definitely. I mean, our first couple weeks of fall camp when we were working, it was all positive, and we feed off each other. So like me coming back into the mix is just gonna add another back who can make an explosive play anytime they get the ball. So us in the backfield is dangerous. So I can't wait to be back out there with them at the time.
Is it a good time too? I mean, with the second half of the season, you got some big name opponents coming with BYU and Tech and
Yeah.
Arkansas. I mean, good timing to get back in there.
Yeah, definitely good timing. God's timing. I mean, I didn't want to rush getting back to it, but I mean, I feel comfortable now, and it's a pretty good way to get back into the swing of things with these two games, and then we got BYU and then the bye week, and then we got a pretty good stretch. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, the three of you guys I mean, beginning of fall camp, it seemed like you guys were in good rhythm then.
Hmm.
It seemed like midway through, it's like when you suffered your injury, what
Yeah.
was that like for you?
It was just a setback. I knew we didn't know how serious it was like when it first happened, but uh, once we realized, I didn't blink. I knew God was gonna take care of my situation. I stay prayed up and listen to what Barry says and Coach Dom and Coach Freeze, and they were gonna lead me on the right path.
Did you guys go do surgery or anything?
No, no surgery.
Okay, what happened to you?
I had a strain in my PCL.
Okay,
Yeah,
so avoided the tear.
yeah, avoided the tear now. No tears.
But what's that rehab process like of making sure you don't aggravate it or anything, and just try to build the muscle back, the ligament back?
I did a lot of pool work. Pool work. I was in the pool a lot. Just strengthening up the muscles around like the injury. Um, a lot of different things in the weight room that I was doing to help me get back sooner. So
And the PCL, was that a lot in terms of lateral movement, being able to plan, or what does that do in terms of helping you as a running back?
it was more so like I wouldn't say lateral movements gave me any issues like with this whole process. I would just say more so just getting my speed back to where it needs to be. That was my biggest thing.
Yeah, it's Shadro, I talked to him after Saturday's game. He said he was happier for you getting on the field versus him scoring 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
But with you coming back, and I know it's not going to be instantaneous, you getting back to where you were last year,
Right.
but just being able to have a three-headed rotation like
Mhm.
you guys have been planning all along,
Mhm.
how do you hope that shapes up over the last 6 weeks of the season?
We knew actually last spring when we were all together playing that this season was going to be dangerous with us three in the backfield because we're all explosive and we all can make a play. So me coming back, it just like I said earlier, it just adds another dynamic to the offense, and we can't wait to get back to it.
When you think about you missed essentially the first half of the season,
Hmm.
can that be a good thing though, and that quote unquote kind of save some bullets, don't have as many hits and wear and tear on you to really make an impact here in the second half?
Yeah, well, I mean, like I didn't wish this would happen.
Sure.
It kind of came at a bad timing. I feel like with my senior year, but I mean, coming into this last bit of the season, we do have some tough games that we'll need everybody. So I mean, coming back I told you this time period is a good little time period to come back. I'm glad that it happened this way. If it was gonna happen any other way.
Did you want to play against BYU after playing against them when you're
Oh
able to?
yeah, I played it against them my 3 years at Utah. I haven't lost yet, so we hope to keep that going.
You guys were a win away from getting bowl
Yeah, we're excited. I mean, we're not only chasing a bowl game, but we wanna finish our season strong. We don't wanna get a not I wouldn't say like a weaker bowl game, but we definitely want to be at a in a bowl game where we're competing with a Power Five team.
That's, these last few games are pretty important.
Definitely,
To show that, right?
definitely, yeah. But we're excited to be able to get that 6th win. Coach Freeze always talks about uh, one more win away from bowl eligibility, and we're excited. And we just got to keep it going. We've looked good. I don't think we've looked our best, but we got some time to get that in motion.
You've been able to watch it. What do you think will get you guys clicking to be your best?
We have to stop making self-inflicted penalties. Um, we we have a lot of things that we gotta figure out with how should I say this? We just gotta. I feel like we have a good gel. I mean, Coach Freeze and the game plans. He knows what he's doing, and we trust him. So just going out there and practice and executing what he has for the game plan that week will lead us to victory or success.
And then 4 out of your last 6 were at home too. Does that help?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Say that one more time.
4 out of your last 6 being at home.
Oh yeah. We love playing at home. Our fans are great. The energy out there is great. Even when the weather is bad, like our fans still come out and support and they give it their all for all 4 quarters. And that's a easy to play with, being with the home crowd behind you.
You guys got to 6 wins fairly quickly last season,
Mhm.
then you only got 1 win the rest of the way.
Mhm.
What's the mindset about, because you don't have a conference championship to play for, you're not in the national championship picture, what's the mindset of making sure you guys, when you get 6 wins, hey, we're not stopping there, we're getting to 7, we're getting to 8, try to, have a better record,
Yeah, then that's.
like you said, to be in a competitive bowl.
Yeah, I mean, I just think we have to take every game one by one. We can't overthink or over anticipate any games in the future. We just got to handle every game week by week and go 1-0 each week. So that will keep us focused. And by the end of the year, we'll look up and see what the schedule or what the record says.